Hello YouTube, this is Asatsu5 and this is going to be a kind of a weird video because I'm sharing something that really happened, but it's just a bad situation. I alluded to it in my Can Christians Kill for Self-Defense. Um, when I filmed that video several times to make sure I articulated myself in the best way possible. In a short film, I had a longer film where I talked about what happened when I in my uploaded video I said I'm going to give you two examples. Now I'm just going to give you one. One's kind of personal, um, but I felt it deserved its own video, and me and my brother had a mutual friend. In fact, he was a mutual friend. He went to high school with us, and he's from Russia. And I'm not trying to say that everybody from Russia is crazy, but and you'll find out why I said the word crazy here in a little bit. But we had a friend that was Russian, and he immigrated to the United States, and his mom's real cool person. Um, but we started hanging out with him, and we didn't know some of the issues he had. Um, he he had some like bipolar stuff going on, and in my opinion, he took everything but his medicine. You know, he was into drugs, and he wasn't quite firing on all cylinders. But anyways, before we knew this, we had him over to my house, and we were practicing jiu-jitsu, and we had rules about choking and what's a proper submission and stuff. And I was rolling with him. He got me in a choke, and he was cranking down on it. He was really, my whole body was contorted. He was torquing and twisting and stuff, and I was fading pretty fast. Um, and I was getting the tunnel vision. I was getting that warm, cozy feeling, and if you don't know, blood chokes work very fast. They work fast for putting someone to sleep, and they work very fast to kill someone. And my brother was there, and keep in mind, we cared about this friend. We hung out with him. We don't want anything bad to happen to him. But at that moment, my brother seriously um, I'm stuttering. He seriously considered taking him out because he was in the process of taking me out, and I didn't know this because I was going into a sleep. I was flailing around and stuff, but I was going unconscious, and but he was cursing. I don't know what he said, but it was something to the fact of "I'm going to mother kill you," and it was I was not. Able to defend myself. I wasn't able. I was completely helpless, and my brother, being a good brother, was in the process of making a decision whether or not to take this person out. And luckily, I don't know what happened. I don't know if my brother pried him off of me. I don't know if he just came to his senses. I don't know what happened because I wasn't completely aware. I wasn't even aware that he was crossing at me. I just was aware that he got a good choke in me, and he was twisting my body, and I was helpless. But he let go, and I rode off to one side, he rode to the other, and I kind of laid there for a little bit. He laid there, and he's like, "I'm sorry, man, the heat just got to me." And I was like, "You know what? Just forget it. Forget you." I said, "Don't even talk to me." And I didn't talk to him for a while. He on I think a couple of different occasions, I was asleep when this happened, but he would cut his wrist and walk to my house. And he didn't cut this way, he cut this way, and he had suicidal thoughts, and he expressed this. He always talked about, "Well, I'm just gonna move back to Russia and join the Russian army," and we're like, "Dude." He was going to AC, a junior college, and he got kicked out of junior college for fighting. But we're like, "Dude, you can't make it at Angelina College. You're not going to make it in the Russian army." Um, and Me and my brother broke ties with him because we felt that he was just too dangerous to be around. we cared about him, and we didn't want anything bad to happen to him. And he became homeless. He was bumming around, um, and a few years later, my brother was visiting a different church, and he was there, and he started bad talking. My brother was like, "Oh, you abandoned me. You weren't a good friend and stuff." And he was talking bad about my brother in front of these other people. And I think I wasn't there at the time, but my brother told me that he told him, "I was a friend to you. I helped you. I took care of you. I ministered to you. You were not a friend to me." And he didn't even bring up the fact that he tried to kill me. He was just talking about all the things my brother did for him. And, it's not like we were expecting him to give us stuff. And it wasn't a pay back and forward, but he literally was not a friend to us. He would bring drugs to our house. You can never gauge what was going on in his brain. One time, my brother was giving him a ride, and he's like, "Hey, can you give me a ride?" And he's like, "Okay." And then he said, "These people have been picking on me. Let's go over there and show them who's boss." And my brother was like, "Dude, I'm not gonna go drive over somewhere and start a gang warfare. I'm not gonna pick a fight with someone just because they were rude to you." And so this guy had some issues that he had issues, and we tried to be friends with him. We tried to help him, but he was just too dangerous to be around, and so we avoid him now. Every now and then we'll see him walking around town and stuff. I haven't seen or heard from him in several years. I don't even know if he's still alive, but he was just, he was crazy. And I said in the beginning, I don't think all Russians are crazy or anything. I've met good Russians. I've had a very pleasant experience talking to a Russian girl at a restaurant. But this particular guy, it's not because he's Russian, but he had some mental issues, and he didn't take his prescribed medications, but he took everything else. So that's the video, and I wanted to explain it in its own separate video. And that's it. I'm Satsu5, and I'm out.